So, hello. We're live. So today I wanted to make some more progress on my playthrough of Ninja Gaiden Sigma. You can see this is hard difficulty, and this is my first playthrough in probably 10 plus years, I don't know. But I figured might as well just dive right into hard because, quite frankly, the difficulty bump from normal to hard isn't that high. The fact is, the first time when you play normal, it's very difficult because you're learning the system and everything, but once you get the hang of it, the later chapters in normal aren't all that difficult, and same with hard. It really starts getting unfair at very hard and Master Ninja, but we'll see if I feel motivated to tackle those at some point. But for today, I wanted to, see if I can maybe get to Alma. As you can see, the chapter name is Alma Greater Fiend. Now, that's a little misleading because this is actually Rachel's chapter. And you don't face Alma as Rachel. That would be kind of hellish. But there is a challenge here that I want to do, I want to complete. And last time that I played Ninja Gaiden, I struggled with it. I had a couple of failures. Two out of 2 fails. But this time, let's see if I can do any better. See, also, I'm kind of wondering, maybe I should check my orbs. It might be a good idea to buy some like, upgrades or items. Not a big fan of the menu. We got elixir, 9 elixirs, 4 great spirit elixirs, we got that, accessories, fortune, sun, hairstyle, glasses, okay. There's not a whole lot doing. I do have enough, potions, or elixirs I guess they're called in this game. For now, so I don't feel the need to go buy any from the shop. Pick up the blue orbs. There you go. Oh right, Rachel lacks the capability to wall jump there. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is where I want to go. Also, the bad guys here are gonna respawn, which is pretty annoying. The fact that they respawn after you go through one room, right? But at least that does mean you can farm a lot of orbs if you choose to, pretty easily. So, what I recall, the challenge where I kept failing was here. Yeah, I think that's... Also, I'm gonna check the map, actually. By pressing the select button? I'm at the top right over there, the red marker, and it looks like the blue is where I want to go. Before I go there, let's try to do this challenge. Okay. Let's try to abuse ultimate techniques, because... Oh shit! I was trying to roll away. Sure, what's up there? Okay, good. Got the double charge ultimate technique because of the 2 orbs. Okay, looks like she gets iframes when she does that, so I'll try to make sure to use them. Okay, she can counter. So chaining ultimate techniques, of course, is very powerful, but also it's a way to reduce the amount of orbs you collect, because when you use the orbs for ultimate techniques, you still get some orbs. See? That's why I failed last time. I kept getting caught by that, and now the issue there is I was trying to roll away, and maybe I just don't have a good sense of the what do you say? I'm gonna try going to the shop. I might be able to buy be able to buy a armband that raises defense, and that might be more worth it because a throw, or I guess it's a grab by those dinosaur monsters, which is really just a bite, does a shit ton of damage. So if I can reduce that, I could buy myself some time. I could also try buying what is it? Talisman of Rebirth, so that I have a little bit of insurance when I die. Yeah, I might end up doing that. But yeah, it's very annoying when it feels like I've pressed the right buttons to dodge and the game just refuses to respond. Let's see, so we got Talisman of Rebirth, Earrings of the Moon, let's go with the earrings first. Addiction, yellow, yeah, I don't need that. Celerity. Right, so I'm gonna go and save. And depending on how things go here, I might try it again after buying the Talisman of Rebirth. More defensive power is probably worth it because it's actually not that hard to kill these guys without any buffs. A lot of these lower level enemies die very quickly, not a whole lot of hits. Oh, come on. They will punish the on-landing ultimate technique. They're right in front of you. Alright, let's try the challenge again. 4th attempt, and this time with the Armlet of the Moon. I don't remember what this reward gives you in any case. It might... I think it probably gives a extra HP, the Lives of the Thousand Gods, I think. Just a moment, I need to adjust my fan. It's pretty warm here. I hope the fan doesn't show up in the audio and from my mic. The noise filter on OBS is quite good, but so far I haven't really had any issues. The only thing is that my voice becomes distorted when there's a lot of noise that it's trying to reduce, but it's something we can deal with, right? Not that big a deal. Okay. Use the UT. Okay, right, that's what I wanted to do last time. I wanted to roll away from its grab. Okay, UT. Next, that killed that guy. Killed that one. Okay. Good. Another UT. Another one charge UT that time. That's okay. One charge UT. One charge UT on that dude. I think that killed it. Guillotine throw. I guess her throw is technically not the guillotine throw, but it has the exact same button input. Okay, one charge UT, got both of them. And let's get this guy with a 2 charge UT and take care of that one. Okay, avoided its grab. 2 charge UT. And let's take care of that guy. Now we have 2 orbs to play with. So that means we can do a 2 charge UT against that. And instead... Okay, let's collect those orbs. Those are going to be a lot of orbs because 2 charge UT, it's a big buff in the amount of orbs, and also that guy just naturally drops a lot of orbs because he is a tough enemy. And let's do a 2 charge UT. Almost got hit by that. that one was pretty dangerous because I didn't have any orbs to pick up, which meant that the attack that I did was not a UT, so I had no iframes. It is a powerful attack, but it can always be interrupted during it and then, of course, hit and killed. Let's see. Okay, I took care of... Oh, I thought I killed both of them, but I guess one of them survived. And let's do a one-charge UT. Good. Oh, that guard takes out. Oof, okay. So let's heal up. Okay. Nice. Oh, come on. See, there, I was trying to roll away, but the button press just did not take. And again, it might just be the issue of the lag time, or the, there's a recovery time in some of the animations that I don't have a great sense of. Okay. Uncharge UT, that's fine. Oh shit. Recharge UT killed one of them, but not the dragon, sadly. Let's try using her magic, yeah. Having to press 2 buttons to activate the magic is definitely a pretty big pain. Not like, I wish the game was a little more sensitive about reading that the fact that I pressed both of them. It's really a big issue when it comes to stuff like that, and also the guillotine throw. Yep, pull away. One charge UT on this guy. Okay. 2 charge UT. Okay. Go alive. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Too bad these dragon enemies don't seem to really drop any HP or ki. Like, so far they've all just dropped yellow orbs, which for strong enemies like this, they tend to drop blue orbs and purple orbs at times because those do allow you to charge UTs better. A single one of them is the equivalent of 2 of them when it comes to charging UTs. Okay. Sure. Nice, killed that one. Ooh, nice, the throws. Throwing the enemy into that place actually ended up destroying the barrel, huh? Okay. Charge UT killed at least one of them. Okay. Alright, let's just use that for the UT. I killed that one. Alright, killed that. Ooh, wow. Let's heal up. Damn camera. That guy said, oh, we got a blue orb here, that's helpful. WT, good. Ooh! Damn it. There are only 10 enemies left, I think. Single UT, got that. Guillotine throw. Alright. Single UT. Yeah. Counter. Okay, looks like it's just the dragons from now. And looks like I only have to face them one at a time, which shouldn't be too troublesome, but they are very dangerous, of course. Let's just pick these up. Okay. As long as I don't stay right in front of him, it's the danger of getting grabbed is fairly low. I got that. Single UT and oh shit. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That roll does a great job catching you at the end of the iframes in your own roll. Okay, got it. Okay, let's do a single charge UT. Double charge UT, nice, that one works. Single charge UT. Double charge UT, that works. Alright, there we go. Ooh, finally did it. Had to use all my healing items, basically, but managed to pull it off. Dragon thingies. Oh, nice. It's not even a gameplay item. It's a hairstyle. I'll take it. Even better. Although, to be honest, her blonde look is way better. Yeah, that brown hair doesn't do anything for me. The blonde definitely goes better with her design and everything. But did the challenge. Let's go back and save. And before I continue on to the next part of this chapter, I should go to the shop and just buy some... Can I hit them through the wall? Okay. Alright, nice. Yeah, I should go back to the shop and replenish my healing items. Good thing I got plenty of yellow orbs from that fight. And I believe Rachel's shop is a little cheaper than Ryu's shop. I hope to do some other combos with her, but I guess I can look up what other combos she has, but it just seems like any set of inputs I do just keeps doing the same thing. Quick scrolls? No. Archives? No. Map. I thought there was a place where you could see like exactly what combos are available. Maybe it's under the weapon menu actually. Melee weapons. Yeah, techniques. XXX, XX, plus X, XXX, Y, X. Yeah, I should try doing XYY, because I think most of my combos are based on XXX. Anyway, buying all of these out should be easy. One of those. Couple of those, because why not? Couple of those, and yeah, replenish that. Okay, let's go back and save, and continue on to the next part. Finish the chapter. Try XY against this guy this time. Okay, that just knocks him away. That's not so good. Okay, so from what I recall, the way I want to go is... Oh no, I don't want to go this way, actually. I want to go the other way. I want it... Oh, yeah. Okay, bro. I guess an XY is pretty good for a finisher, because it knocks the enemy away. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really help to knock an enemy away, per se, but I guess it gives you a little bit of room to work with against the other enemies. So this is, I believe, the way I want to go for progress at the end of the, yeah, to the end of this mission, this chapter. I don't recall what's here. I know there's a boss fight at some point, but I don't know if it's here. Okay, I need to activate the switch, which I think is down here. Let's save. Okay. Got some bad guys here. Does that guy want to come over here? Go. So that one is a kick. XX front X. Alright, can we skip this cutscene, please? No? The drawbridge opening seems to be unskippable from what I can tell. Just, yeah, always activates. Anyway, let's go back and save and keep making progress. Right, so do I just keep going this way, or is there a boss fight? Okay, not a boss fight in that area. I thought maybe there was. Let me also check the map, see if I... Wait, that's not the way I want to go, huh? Okay, so I'm not going the right way. Oh, okay. That's another way that I... Alright, I was confused. This isn't the way I'm meant to go. Clearly, there's another way. Again, these sections do not exist in Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden Black, only in Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and Ninja Gaiden Sigma is a game that I have not played nearly as much as the others. Well, I've never played Ninja Gaiden, the original. It's Ninja Gaiden Black, really, that I've played just an absolute shit ton of. Nice. Got some healing, let's save. I really hate the fact that Rachel's sections are just built in to the... like, mixed in with Ryu's. I think it would be just way preferable if these were just optional side chapters that you could do just from the main menu, let's say. That would work pretty well. Nice. This... okay, looks like that's locked up. I'm gonna check on the, yeah. Another one of these. Guess I can't buy another talisman. But I think the next section might be a boss fight. That might be what I'm remembering. Because I have played through this at least once on PS3, so I do vaguely remember parts of the, or some of the Rachel parts, but not a whole lot. Okay, this is not a boss fight. Ah, shit. Damn it, I fucking hate the incendiary shuriken guys. At least when you're fighting them with Rachel, they're much more manageable when you're fighting them as Ryu, because Ryu's just a lot faster and agile, but with Rachel, yeah, no. Okay. Technique 1, charge. Alright. These guys stop? Given the time limit, they should stop fairly soon. This might be a boss fight, actually. So she just comes right at him linearly, which just does not seem like how a good combat artist or martial artist should do it. Alright, yeah. Okay, and we got mob enemies here. Okay. Ooh, okay, he just dodges the ultimate technique, huh? Like his regular hits break your guard. Oh, what? How the hell did he grab me from that? So you can throw him like that, huh? Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, wall slam attacks work fairly well. Oh shit. Just as I said that, he interrupted a wall slam attack. Oh shit. Did the grab. Oh shit. Yeah, that's the thing I hate about bosses in this game. They can be a lot of fun, but they also can interrupt their own movements in ways that your own character cannot. They can... yeah, they can cancel a lot of their animations with dodges very easily. Oh nice, that one did a lot of damage. I gotcha. Ooh, wow. Also hate having bosses with mobs like this. Grab. There we go. Yeah, nice booty. Yeah, she's she looks nice, I'll give her that. Doesn't control quite as well, but her outfit definitely fits Ryu's theme, the leather daddy theme, right? No? Okay, hopefully we'll get to the good part later. Anyway, yeah, thank you for coming by. Good to see you. Finally, we get to play as Ryu again. I'm alright. It's been a warm day. Finished up with work. I don't think I'll be streaming too long. I want to try to get to bed early-ish, but... Ooh, legendary. Not sure what the order of this is. Unlike some games, they don't give you a grade. They give you these names, and they don't tell you what the order is of what the best one is. So you can... At least you know that Master Ninja is the best one. But yeah, it's warm today, so... Been just kind of sweating a little, quite a bit, and working, and yeah, I just really wanted to get back to this. Genshin was, you know, nothing new unlocked today, so I figured I'll do this today and then do more Genshin tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll be able to stream more tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Nice. Okay, got one of these. Yeah, and I've been watching some streamers play Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Some of them for the first time ever, some of them revisiting it after a long time, like me. And, you know, a lot of different... And this is the Holy Grail, which I placed here. Sadly, I can't use that to level up my Ryu beyond his limits. Actually, I think... Yes, I saw on a forum that said that the upgrades were... Actually, this works pretty well. Yeah, but apparently the upgrades... Oh shit, I should switch weapons. The upgrades for the defense and the offense with the armlets and the visors are pretty low, and that the offensive upgrade is actually not that worth it because of the fact that Ryu already does so much damage anyways. So I think I'll try to focus more on defense. Yeah, some Euro matches. Oh, nice. Okay, good. So, yeah, is that the tournament is going on right now? Is that what it is? Euro, when you say that, it must be nationals, right? Oh yeah, I saw streamers playing Genshin, the fact that the Abyss had reset, so, and apparently it's new. Like, it's not the exact same Abyss as before. I think I'm gonna lower the levels a little bit. The volume of those enemies is pretty high. Yeah, and I don't quite know what's there. I think at least one of them was the new cryo-hypostasis boss. Which, I barely fought that boss, so I actually don't really know how I'm gonna do against it. But, you know, we'll see. Shouldn't be too bad, I think. I remember fighting it and enjoying it. Oh, nice. Yeah, gotta upgrade the Dragon Sword. And given how little it costs, I'll upgrade the Lunar too, so... Now the Lunar is as upgraded as it'll ever be. Couple of these. Really need these. Pick up some Incendiary. European National Championship. Okay, yeah, and it's... Is it, like, national teams competing, or is it club teams in Europe competing against each other? Because I actually don't know. But either way, of course, if it's a championship, it's nations. Okay, so it's national teams against national teams. Nice. That can be really exciting. Just the whole rooting for your own country and everything, right? Okay. Eat these enemies. They're kind of pointless, unfun. They don't do that much damage, at least, so they don't really hurt you much, but they're just not fun. And also they're ugly. The design is terrible, right? They're just mists. Or something like that. Alright, so from what I recall... Yeah, I wonder, I might be able to get to the Abyss tomorrow, depending on the new event. Maybe not, I don't know. Or the new phase of the event. Because so far, the events, each phase has been quite significant in terms of size. There's been a lot of stuff to do. So, there's also pretty high likelihood that I won't get to the Abyss. But either way, you know, I think if I don't get to the Abyss tomorrow, I'll probably try to get to the Abyss over the weekend or something like that. Oh, these guys. Right. I got that one. Good. Nice, got them. Yeah, 2 weeks to do this. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry. Definitely. France against Germany. So, yeah, those are 18 and 14 world champions, huh? And what did France win? In which case, congrats, that's great. Another scarab. Dude, yeah, Germany. I remember. No, Italy. I remember Italy won when I was in college. Was it 2006? The World Cup when Italy won, I think. I remember, yeah, Germany won, yeah, recently, right? I do remember that. Oh yeah, I thought I recall seeing Germany in overtime beating, was it Brazil? It was like this, a shot off a cross. The guy centered it from the left side, I think, and the guy in the middle caught it with his chest basically and kicked it into the goal without the ball even hitting the ground, and that was like the tournament winner or the finals winner goal. And that was with like 5 minutes left in the second half of overtime, I think, because they took away the sudden death at some point. Oh, 1-0, okay. Bad refereeing. Yeah, there's always seems to be some drama with referees when it comes to high-level football games, doesn't there? Let's see. Okay, so instead of using the Vigorian flail, actually, do I want to use the Vigorian flail? Yeah, let's use the Vigorian flail. It's okay, which one do they? Okay, none of them are using bows, which means I can just do this. For the most yellow orbs. Because again, I believe a full UT kill gives 7 times bonus of the amount of yellow orbs, so that adds up pretty quickly. Okay, now we got these guys. Okay, now we got a bow user, which I hate those guys, but you just gotta target them first, and then you can deal with all the other guys. Yep, got the bow user. Okay, let's use the wall slam. Ah, shit. That's, yeah, got the double charged UT. Okay, and we got a bow user over there, so let's go take care of it. I wonder if I'll be able to get to Alma today. I think it'll only take a couple hours to get to Alma from this point, actually. But there is these. Oh, see, how much bullshit is that? You can see that that guy was clearly aiming essentially exactly opposite me, right? And then he just immediately turns around and fires at me and nails a perfect bullseye. Anyway, have we killed all the bow users? They're not gonna spawn? Okay, good. Pick up the blue orb for the heal. Spent the Moras. Level 10. Oh, nice. You crowned Huta. Sweet. Congrats. And level 7 for Ganyu. Yeah. Remember what my Ganyu's burst is at, but I think I have her at like level 8. I definitely want to get that to level 9, but I don't have that, I don't think I'll crown it. I don't think it's worth crowning. She's just does so much already. But Hu Tao, of course. And I guess ultimately any DPS that you really want to make a lot of use of. Crowning that auto attack makes a whole lot of sense. Okay. And his burst. Yeah, yeah, that would make sense. Yesterday after I did a bunch of the events, and actually I did manage to find the 5th mural just by luck It happened to be on the island where everything was upside down, and there was the place that teleports you to Mondstadt. It was kind of off to the side, and once I discovered it, I went back to Mondstadt and visited Saeed, so I got that taken care of at least. But at that point I had like 500k Mora, and now I have basically 0 because I spent it to level up D-Look. I spent it to get D-Look up to I think he's level 61 now? Yeah. Before he was level 52, so I sended him once, and now he has his final talent at least. Okay, I know they changed these areas for for Sigma, so I don't quite know what to expect. Oh shit, it's these guys. Okay. At least you don't end up just starting over if you get hit. But yeah, and that also meant that I farmed the Pyro Registine a little bit so that I can get the drops for that, for D-Look on that. And I'm gonna have to farm that quite a bit more too, just to get D-Look up to, at least for now, I guess I'll get him up to 80 out of 80, but I do definitely want to get him up to 80 out of 90, or 90 out of 90 eventually. But I think initially I'll just get a sense of how he feels at 80 out of 80, and then farm artifacts for him, right? Get some, hopefully some good witches. Get some good witches. Okay, can you please pick that up? Thank you. What is it? Witches pieces, as well as maybe Lava Walker? Maybe I could go 4-piece Lava Walker? I don't know. But it'll have to depend on how that domain decides to treat me. I've only farmed it a handful of times because I wanted to farm stuff for Yanfei. And unfortunately, I think I like Yanfei, and I think her playstyle is alright. But I think ultimately just the whole Catalyst playstyle doesn't vibe with me. Oh shit. I've got more bow users, huh? Oh. Somehow these zombies retained these incredible bow aiming skills. It's like, this is not just human level, this is easily superhuman level bow aiming. I mean, to be fair, maybe being zombies made them better. I don't know. They don't really do a great job of explaining the lore. Not that there is much to the lore that you'd want explained, it's not all that interesting. But I do like how they have lots and lots of different environments that you can play in, because this is clearly based around Egyptian ruins, or maybe not Egyptian, maybe South American to an extent. I'm not sure, because there are other parts in the game where it's clearly based around South American ruins, like Inca maybe, or Mayans. I actually don't know exactly the detail, which one's which, but yeah. And later on, there are also places with ice tunnels and stuff, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense in terms of geography, but the setting of this game, Vigor, is a fictional nation, and they get to kind of make up whatever shit they want. To farm at the same time for Mona Lisa. Yeah. So for Mona and Lisa, I guess, well, I don't know, you don't use Blizzard Strayer on Eula at all, right? I imagine she's all about Pale Flame. 4-piece Pale Flame, I think, might be the best for her. So unfortunately you can't farm for both of them at both Eula and Mona at the same time, huh? And then of course Lisa being Electro means you can only farm for her and other Electro characters at the same time, so it's like you don't have a good synergy there, sadly. I feel like it's very convenient if you have a Cryo and a Hydro character that you want to build up at the same time. Or like a healer and a physical damage dealer, right? Like the Pale Flame and Millilith. 4-piece Pale Flame, okay. Full Noblesse for Mona, okay. For both of them. Actually, that makes sense. So maybe you'll get some good Bloodstained artifacts. Not for Eula, but for somebody else, eventually? Because you'll probably want to build somebody physical at some point, right? And you can go double Blizzard and double Pale Flame if you have... Oh, this is where I was before. Yeah, if you have some other... If you have a couple Pale Flame pieces that you're not using or something like that. Okay, so this, I remember being a major pain in the ass. And it looks like they didn't change this for Sigma, which is quite a shame. Here's what I'm gonna do. Now, I believe there's actually a way to cheese this, instead of doing it sort of the proper way. See if I can actually pull this off. I don't know if this is still possible in Sigma. I know it's definitely possible in Ninja Gaiden Black. Is it because it's this enemies around? Let's try using the windmill shuriken to get rid of that ghost thingy. There we go, and now let's try switching the weapon to the regular shuriken and the dragon sword. I think the dragon sword works for this. 2 new artifacts. Oh, with Inazuma, right? That's true. I wonder if we'll get a new artifact domain. Yes, okay, you can do this in Sigma still. I wonder if the new artifact domain in Inazuma, certainly there will be at least one, right? Will be Electro-based. Obviously that would make sense. And given the current state of the Thundering Fury / Thunder Soother, I think another Electro domain might be quite nice. Because they've already established that they're gonna make domains that have artifacts that have essentially... They already leaked. Oh, okay. Yumiya, Ayaka, and Ball. Oh, I see. They'll be good for them. I guess certainly Ball will be Electro. But yeah, they've already established that they're willing to do multiple 5-star artifact sets that have the exact same 2-piece bonus with Pale Flame and Bloodstain. It's just the 4-piece that's different. Alright, let's see if I can get through this. I don't like how they do the save spots in this area. Fortunately, this boss isn't all that difficult. Even if he is ugly as sin. Oh, for this fight you have these mobs, huh? Actually, the Vigorian flail works alright against these guys, but I have the dragon sword equipped, why not just go with that? Oh shit. Oh, and they only have 1 mob out at a time, not 2. Interesting. There we go. Okay, thanks. Yeah, maybe I'll check that out afterwards. Okay. UT. Oh, can't damage that guy right now. Camera. Camera really is the ultimate bad enemy in this game. I just really wish they would make the environment invisible at times, so because there's really no need to make you see some of the environment. Alright, took care of these guys. This boss. Well, let's go back and save. Yeah, let's go ahead and use that. Yeah, so I have 4 of those. I need 9. The beauty of... yeah. Yeah, actually, you missed the cutscene of Rachel. Rachel doesn't actually fight against that boss, but she does get attacked by it. A pretty amusing cutscene. Oh, yeah. Bird. Yeah, I'm looking forward to mods in this game. I really hope... oh, right, this is for leveling these up. In that case, no, I'm not going to use this. I want to save it for the Art of the Inazuma. Speaking of, yeah, Inazuma, there's actually a attack in this game called the Art of the Inazuma. Which, I mean, it's about this is a game about a ninja, so it makes sense that they use Japanese terms, right? But yeah, I'm looking forward to mods in this game, and I hope people are able to do it. I've already installed a mod that changes the music to the original black music instead of Sigma music. Because Sigma, for whatever reason, changed a lot of the tracks. Not a lot, actually, some of the tracks. And it changes, like, it's not as good in a lot of places. In my opinion, anyway. So, yeah, there's that. And I hope I can play the whole game as a Rachel, at least the character model, or something like that. But the game actually controls, like, Ryu. I think that would be neat. But if we can get some mods that allow you to change the character models and stuff, that would be really nice. Yeah, I'd really love that. I think maybe I should go with the Vigorian Flail. The Vigorian Flail is much better about hitting a lot of these enemies at once than the Dragon Sword, I think. That said, the Dragon Sword isn't bad. But the Vigorian Flail is just such a fun weapon. In fact, it was playing this game a lot, I think. I don't remember exactly what inspired me. But in college, I remember I got into learning how to use nunchucks. There were multiple inspirations, because I still do, but not as well, but I was a juggler. I can juggle 3 balls, you know? Which, that's about as many balls as most people who can juggle, to be honest. Every ball you add is like, makes it about 10 times as difficult. So, juggling 4 balls is actually a really big accomplishment. And I could do that at some points, but not now. In any case, in the juggling club, somebody brought nunchucks as like a performance art piece thing to do. Like, oh, that seems cool. I'll learn it. And Ninja Gaiden, I was also playing quite a bit at the time, and seeing this, yeah, inspired me a bit to learn nunchucks. Super fun. And I had to use, when I was practicing, I of course, well, not of course, but when I was practicing initially, I used soft nunchucks. They can be very dangerous to try to learn using real nunchucks. And of course, these aren't even real nunchucks. You can see they're nunchucks with blades at the end. And yeah, if you're gonna practice, you shouldn't practice with that. Definitely not. Those don't exist in real life. Nobody would be stupid and, well, maybe not nobody, but most people would not be stupid enough to try to use those as weapons. You just, it's a quick way to kill yourself, yeah. Or at least slice up all your face, your legs, everything, very quickly. But I just love the fact that, yeah, Ryu's just such a badass, he uses these weapons. And they're even better in Ninja Gaiden 2. They're kinda nuts. Yeah, it's like, Ninja Gaiden 2 is a game that took a lot of the parts of this game and just dialed it up to 11 or 12. So I'm kind of looking forward to revisiting that, even though Ninja Gaiden 2 also had a lot of problems in its game design. Let's see. Ah, the Ice Storm. Okay, that's well, so in this game there are 4 different magics. Oh shit. Oh, the ghost fish. I forgot about these guys. Okay. Alright, the good thing is these guys aren't that hard to deal with once you know the trick. But if they end up ambushing you like they did just now against me, they can drain a lot of your HP all at once. And they're super boring to fight. That's, yeah. Ultimately, you know, that's the thing that gets me about a lot of enemies, not just in Ninja Gaiden, but in a lot of different games, that they have, there can be enemies that are difficult to fight, and that makes sense, right? Especially a game like this, which is designed to be difficult. It's not such a problem when they're difficult, but it's a problem when they're boring, and these guys are boring. But anyway, yeah, you can see this is definitely Egyptian inspired, I would say. Yeah, this isn't South American, this is Egyptian. Let's see. I don't remember exactly what the puzzle here is, but I believe what I want to do is that up. Ta-da! Wolf, deity of wisdom. Oh, and the skeleton key, yeah. Or is it a skull key? Skull key, not a skeleton key. I believe a skeleton key is actually a term referred to for a kind of a master key that allows you to open many door locks. Yeah, interesting to visit Egypt. Yeah, actually this kind of reminds me of God of War, which again I haven't played. At least I've only played the first game that was called God of War. I haven't played the second game that's also titled God of War, which is the one that came out like 3 years ago or something. But anyway, I recall it seeing my favorite streamer stream it, and towards the end of the game you see Egyptian ruins, I think. So I think that might have been a hint or like a teaser that the sequel that Kratos might be going around murdering Egyptian gods after he murdered so many, Nordic gods? And that's after he murdered all the Greek gods. So, you know, maybe one day we'll see him visit India and murder Indian gods, like, I don't know, Karna and Arjuna, right? So many gods to murder. But given the success of that game, I'm sure we'll see plenty more places for him to visit. Okay, so they changed the water controls a little bit from Black to Sigma, so hopefully I can get accustomed to it. Okay, so I want to press down and jump if I want Ryu to go down. Let's go with that, and let's that up. This scarab. 20, good. Oh, the wooden sword, sweet. The wooden sword is the single most powerful weapon in the game, but that's only after you've fully upgraded it. Until you fully upgraded it, it is the single weakest weapon in the game. And actually, I believe the wooden sword gets its inspiration from the legend of Miyamoto Musashi, who, I think it was him. I say him, referring to Musashi, because I am referring to the actual historical figure, not the Musashi that we're more familiar with, who, I believe he challenged Kojiro, Sasaki Kojiro, and they fought on an island. And I believe Musashi landed on the island with no weapon other than an oar. And he killed Sasaki with the oar in a fight. I believe that's the lore. In any case, the wooden sword here is a reference to that, at least when you fully upgraded it. Musashi got Tsubame Geist. Hey, Musashi's the one who won that fight, didn't he? I thought he killed Sasaki Kojiro. So this doesn't... Yeah. Yeah, way better than the first trilogy? Yeah, it seemed like a very different game, too, in a lot of ways. The combat with the much more zoomed in camera, a lot less, like, jumping, rolling around, even though there was definitely some of that. A lot less... and the combat, like, the range combat seemed... Well, so, with the original God of War, so again, I've only played the first one. The Chains of... Is it the Chains of Olympus? That's the name of that weapon? I actually don't remember, but the one... Obviously, the dual swords that he has chained up to him. You know, he would swing them in very wide arcs and everything for crowd control and such. Whereas in the new God of War, it seems like the ranged combat was more about him throwing the axe and the axe coming back to him. That it was a draw? Okay, yeah, you're not too knowledgeable. Yeah, me neither. Me neither, but I remember learning about it at some point, and I thought that Musashi went to the island, dueled Sasaki Kojiro, killed him, and then ran away, basically, by using the very same weapon that he used, the wooden sword, which was actually an oar, to, you know, paddle his way to safety. But could be wrong. These cat enemies, they're some of my favorite enemies in the game, and they look cool too. They definitely fit the style, fit the Egyptian style. Right, left, right, left. 1 4 1 0, right, left, right, left. Okay. Actually, you don't even need to know the numbers because it just lights up every time. So you just need to know the order of the left and right. A 5-star Kojiro, ooh. That'd be... I'm sure many Fate fans, many FGO players, as well as Fate Stay Night fans, especially Fate Stay Night fans, would love it, but I don't know if we'd see that. And almost a Noda... So a Nodachi is called a 3-foot long blade, or there's a term called Nodachi for a certain type of 3-foot long blade. So 3 feet sounds pretty long. Like that, the katana that is, I think Ryu is wielding a katana, but that does not look anywhere near 3 feet. Well, maybe near 3 feet. Actually, yeah, it seems it might be near 3 feet. But yeah, actually 3 feet doesn't sound too long. Maybe on the long side? Nodachi. I didn't know that was a term. Japanese term? Yeah, Kojiro really exists. So I thought Sasaki Kojiro was a real name of a real person, but that there are a lot of legends surrounding him that weren't true, maybe? I thought FSN was exaggerating his blade. Oh yeah, in Fate Stay Night the blade that he wields looks really long, right? Not quite as long as, say, Sephiroth's, but pretty darn long. That's, yeah, Wikipedia page for Sasaki Kojiro. Sure, there's plenty of good information there, yeah. Alright, so, time for... I don't know if I consider this boss one of my favorite bosses or one of my least favorite bosses. It's, I don't know, I think the boss design in this game in general has a lot of issues, and this fight really exemplifies a lot of it. But the fact is, despite all the issues, this boss is definitely one of the most fun out of the bosses in this game. In my opinion, of course. Let's see, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything on this top area. see. I go up here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I picked up everything in these areas. So, time for some fun. Okay, so go here. Is there anything here? Any enemies? No. I already did the challenge here to kill 60 enemies, or 80 in hard mode. I've done that. Also, yeah. Don't know if we'll be facing these guys in hard difficulty. Certainly in Master Ninja they're there. But this lady over here is named Ishtaros, and this lady is named Nikke. And this lady, of course, the name is based on Ishtar. I must say the FGO depiction of Ishtar is something that I way prefer to this depiction. Not a big whip person myself, although the overall character design for the character is not bad. But, I mean, when you're competing against Rin, that's a tough competition. Saber Kojiro. Okay, yeah, I guess eventually a Saber Kojiro would make sense instead of the assassin version. Or Summer Kojiro. Yeah. Okay, smoke bomb. Yeah, I don't. Please. Let's do this. I love the glass effect in here. Oh yeah, we're getting Santa Carna this year, right? That's fun. Okay, damage there. Ah shit! Ah, I hate that one. Oh, good. Can you believe in Master Ninja mode she sends out 16 of those orbs instead of 8? In normal difficulty she sends out 4. So every difficulty she sends out another 4 more. It's just nuts trying to dodge all of them in Master Ninja. Especially given the amount of damage they do in that difficulty. Oh, no, 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 I hate that one. That hurts so much. Okay. Alright. Oh, no, no. Oh, good. I managed to avoid getting grabbed there. That is a very annoying attack, her grab. Oh, shit. No. That's the grab. Okay. Alright. Oh, what's with that pillar? Also, where does she keep getting these pillars? They never answer that in this game. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Oh, we got Santa Nightingale this year. Okay, nice. That's not bad either. And Bunny Astolfo. Right, Saber Astolfo. Yeah, I know that's a lot of people were really big fans of that. And oh, Summer Arash in Summer Arash in FGO JP? And Summer Valkyrie. Oh yeah, I'd love to see a summer version of those. You get and 3 different types of swimsuits on them too, right? Yeah, 5-star Summer Valkyrie. That could make some mad cash. Also, if you're curious, these two are twins. Alma is the one that we just fought. Rachel is the one in leather, and Rachel's the older sister. All right. Once you get the hang of that boss, she's actually not that difficult, as you can see. But she has a lot of very annoying mechanics. And now we enter what might be the worst part of the game. Yeah, almost definitely the least fun part of the game, with the least fun bosses and some of the least fun encounters. But let's see if I can power through. Oh, Summer Kama and Bradamante. Oh, Vegas CE? She had a CE from... What, is it like Vegas? Vegas. Is that like a Guildfest kind of thing? I don't remember a Vegas. Guildfest is like New York, isn't it? Or is it Vegas? Yeah, I mean, there's so many characters that, who haven't gotten a summer version yet, right?
重機卿はたったの3人。ドークと妹、そして皇帝を守るやつが。俺のそばにいるのは危険だ。お前もすぐにここを立ち去れ。
You know what's funny? Ninja Gaidens 1 and 2 both have a female sidekick who falls in love with Ryu, who is blonde and wears black leather. But they're different characters, and I just don't understand why they didn't just bring back Rachel for Ninja Gaiden 2. It doesn't make sense to me. They just gave another blonde. I guess the director has a thing for blondes. That's probably one major reason. But you already had a perfectly good blonde. Not good, Artoria or Meltia. Right, so is it the summer servants? We got Summer Musashi and Summer Melt, right? And we also have Lartoria, or not Lartoria, but what is it, Bunny Artoria coming up? Yeah. But yeah, that CE for Bradamante, I can certainly see DW knows what Bradamante's selling points are. I mean, I guess they knew when they made her NP, but when they maybe even they couldn't have predicted just how massively popular those her NP would be. I certainly feel glad that I managed to pull her, even though I wasn't pulling for her per se. Just happened to get lucky on a 10 pull. These. At some point, I'll probably have to spend my orbs on some of these devil elixirs, which I don't really use much because I don't like to use Ninpo much, but the Ninpo is a very useful tool for the iframes. It's just limited because you can't use them that much. Got her with tickets, nice. And she's, at least during her event, she was a good farmer. I know in general she's not exactly the best farmer, but I mean, she's almost like, you might even call her a budget Parvati, which is funny because she's a 5-star, but she has a similar skill as Parvati with the NP charge. She just doesn't drain her own NP, but she uses it. But that gives her a lot of some nice flexibility. Not gonna spend any euro for summer event. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's way better to spend money for a trip, definitely. Don't sacrifice a real life trip for some go waifus. I'll just be spending what I have saved up. And I'll probably... Yeah, I'll definitely be spending some of my paid Saint Quartz for the GSSR, both Korea and NA. But that's really because I already have paid Saint Quartz that I haven't used yet. So I'm not sure. Actually, yeah. I think at least for the foreseeable future, I will just keep spending money on the GSSR. But so far, it's not really an issue because I have enough paid Saint Quartz that I won't need to buy new Saint Quartz anytime soon. Are you dead? Like Amakusan Semiramis? So are you a fan of Fate Apocrypha? I know those two are supposed to be a couple in that or something. Or is that right? I don't know if they're a couple in that. I haven't seen it. But I think they're both in Apocrypha. And he just... Oh, he got a skip? Nice. Okay, I don't need anything here. But, okay, they are a couple? Okay. I know, there's... Oh, it's the, Isn't it the CE that, revives you? It gives you guts. Or randomly guts. Like, 60% chance of guts. That has Mordred's master from... Apocrypha? I think that's it. I know I've seen her being paired with him quite a bit, too. Antagonists that aren't just evil bad. Yeah, I mean, ideally, I feel like most stories should have antagonists like that. Right, left, right, left. But sadly... Oh no, I think I've already opened this. Because they keep... Yeah. Every time you... Not every time, obviously, but yeah, quite often as you keep coming back here, you end up finding more and more different things. I think at the end, you actually see a note that says, this lock is worthless. I keep getting... Whatever I put in here keeps getting stolen, so I think I'll give up. And, you know, it's more like, this guy probably should not have kept putting the password in a notebook right next to the safe. Just for a ninja to find it and everything. So I think it's more on him, but you know, it's kind of a funny note. So, Amako says the best part of Apocrypha. Are you sure it wasn't Sieg? I heard Siegfried was like the best part of Apocrypha. He had so much charisma and like everything he did, you could totally root for him and you really wanted him to succeed. That's what made it such a good show. That's what I heard. He wasn't at all just a complete cardboard box that just you did not at all care for. Not that at all. Oh, and yeah, he also paired up with John, didn't he? Siegfried. It's like, that's a big, good for you, buddy, good for you. It's nice to see somebody, get, you know, manage to date out of his league, you know? More character in FGO than in Apocrypha, okay. Yeah, I actually did like him in the event where we got the caster. Yeah. So I believe these guys actually don't counter the flying swallow, so I think I can use it against them, but... Oh shit. Don't counter the flying swallow. Oh shit, the landing. Yeah, the bazooka guys are not fun. Ah, shit. Yeah. This is the case where the fact that the guillotine throw can be... Oh, shit, the throw. The guillotine throw is a little finicky because it requires you to press 2 buttons at once. Makes it, yeah, kind of painful at times, because they'll punish you if you don't get it off right. Right. I think I'm starting to get a better hang of all the double button presses though, because that is a big part of this game. CW released the actual Musashi? You mean the one in our world instead of the one that keeps traveling from world to world? I guess that could be interesting. An actual male Musashi, because I think in our world Musashi is supposed to be male. I don't know. I wonder how much longer FGO really will go. I mean, I guess they're still making money, to be fair, so they have no reason to stop. But yeah, I wonder if they're motivated to do that. At least they did release, what's his name? The Shiro. He also has an M name. Muramasa, yeah. And in fact, Muramasa is the name of the guy, the blacksmith here in this game, who gives you weapon upgrades and you buy stuff from him and everything. So, you know, it seems likely that, or not like, maybe not likely, but it wouldn't be too surprising if some of these long-time fan speculations eventually do come true. Semiramis? Ooh, that's nice. Lingerie. Yeah, I think the thing I don't like most about Semiramis is her outfit. And I guess the overall shape of her costume, the dress and everything isn't bad. And I actually like the little spiky look on the bottom. But what I don't like is the color scheme. Yeah, I feel like it's a little too plain. So seeing her in lingerie, that's nice. Her hair is wonky for a sprite. I guess there's a bit of that, yeah, that too. I'm glad I pulled her though. She's one of the... I think she was the last GSSR I pulled along with Cleopatra on my NA account. I got 2 AoE assassins on the same temple on a GSSR. Come on. It's an invisible wall, huh? Hoping to throw him off the edge there. Go. Hello, bazooka guy. Okay, got the heal. Yeah, the summer outfit. Yeah, I agree. I think Semiramis in a summer outfit. I could see a very, very good version of her with like a one-piece swimsuit. Actually, I think a one-piece would work very well on her. But yeah, Cleo is also very good. I mean, they're both very good farmers, I guess, because they're both powerful AoE assassins with NP charges. Semiramis has a instant charge, whereas Cleo has a charge over time. And I guess which one is preferable kind of depends on the context of what you're farming. But, oh shit. But yeah, they're both super useful. Oh, you like MHX? Alright, that's fair. MHX is, I like her personality. And I do like her costume quite a bit, actually. I think there's a lot to like about her costume. Just the iframes from that. MHZ is coming? Wait, Mysterious Heroine Z? That's a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Or Zed. It's funny watching some streamers, when they say Z, they say Z because of course they're Canadian or British or whatever, where that's the proper way to say it. But it always catches me because in America nobody says Z. It's always Z. So I kind of have to mentally register it. There we go. He's from Saber Wars. Comes out as a skin for Saber Wars too. Oh, MHZ. Did they mention MHZ in Saber Wars? It's been a while since Saber Wars because that was like a year 1 event, right? Let's see. Yep. Let's see. A B C D E F G. That's it. I forget how you say. I actually forgot how you say H and I in French. Okay, I know W is double, what is it? It's actually double V. W? Yeah, I don't remember the other alphabets, but I remember that part from French class in like, what is it? 5th and 6th grade. Oh, you fight her over and over again in Saber Wars? Is that right? Huh. Oh, I pronounced it like in Spanish? Okay. I don't think it's worth upgrading the wooden sword quite yet. I still need to upgrade the wooden sword with 30k and then 40k, so there's still a lot to go. This time was correct? Okay, thank you. I'll keep that in mind. W, it's, yeah, W or something like that, I think, yeah. Which, I remember when I was learning it, our French teacher was like, doesn't that make much more sense? Because W doesn't look like 2 U's, it looks like 2 V's, at least the way most people write it. You can write it as 2 U's and it works, but generally, most people write it with straight lines instead of curvy lines, like, yeah, W. So yeah, they both work. So I don't remember exactly what was behind this, but now I can break this because I have the Warhammer. That's nice. And I believe I can also get up there, but that doesn't open up anything there. Oh, there's another chest there. You were taught the smooth way to write W in kindergarten. Okay. Well, yeah, I feel like depending on how you write it, like the lowercase w, I feel like is often more rounded when I write it, whereas when I write the uppercase W, it's sharper. So I feel like both are, you know, can be considered correct, W and double V. But yeah, like double V makes just as much sense, I guess. And to some people, at least my French teacher, she thought double V made more sense. I thought, but they both make sense. I've been here before, so I'm pretty sure whatever chests are already taken. But this is a quick way to get back to where I was earlier. Oh. Right, let's try using the Warhammer against these guys. Warhammer's not a great weapon. I don't like it that much, but it works like any other weapon. That's one big improvement from Ninja Gaiden to Ninja Gaiden 2. Like, every single weapon in Ninja Gaiden 2 is, first of all, pretty distinct from the other ones. And they're all really good and fun to use. And very, flexible, or... yeah. All of them offer a lot of flexibility. And because... how do you say? In the original Ninja Gaiden 2, it was released in Xbox 360, which had achievements, right? That was one of the big things when the Xbox 360 was first released, that every game had achievements that added up to 1,000 points. Ninja Gaiden 2 had achievements, just like every other Xbox 360 game, and one set of achievements it had was to beat the entire game without using any other weapon than one. So there are 8 different weapons, I believe. So there were 8 different achievements where if you even hit one enemy with any weapon other than the one, you couldn't get the achievement. So you had to beat it at least 8 times. Each time playing with only one weapon the entire game. And well, I mean, I platinumed that game, or not platinum. Platinum's a Sony term. I did get 1,000 achievement points in that game. In fact, I wonder if it's possible to look it up online still. I haven't checked my Xbox Live account in a long time. Anyway. Oh. Yeah, you had to beat that many times at least, and for that reason, every weapon had to be flexible enough to deal with every single encounter in the game. And it was, and they were. And that was one of the great things about that game. Very well designed in terms of that. Despite the fact that, again, it had lots and lots of other issues when it came to the combat and other things. And somehow the story was even worse than this game. But I mentioned that before. Yep, there's a shop here. One extra scarab's not gonna do anything for me. Nothing else in the shop. How many of these do I have? Once I get 9, I should use them. Okay, I have 7. 2 more. Platforming in this game is so dumb. Oh wait, this is the area where you get a more powerful bow normally. But also, I love the fact that in this world they have this structure that is purely for the reason of the way it is designed is so that you place a bow at the bottom and the bow at the top unlocks. So the only way to pick up the bow is by putting your old bow down. That works from a gameplay standpoint because the new bow is just a straight up upgrade. But the fact that in this world they have this system, have this structure, or I don't know, little machinery, I don't know what you'd call it. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Golden Scarab. I almost missed it. I would have missed it if I hadn't done that accidentally. So yeah, they have this thing that's designed purely so that you can place one bow so that you can unlock the other bow that's already in there. It's not exactly very immersive, let's say. Shit, I hate this part. Did I ever play DMC? You might be able to guess the answer by my reaction, but yes, I have played DMC. In fact, if there is one game series that I've played more than any other game series ever, and that is DMC. DMC 3, I've counted at one point. I spent over 3,000 hours playing just DMC 3 in my life. So yeah, I've played it a lot. DMC 3 is probably my favorite combat action game of all time. Oh, you mean? Oh, you need to spell that properly. It's not DMC with all caps. It's DMC. That's how you spell it. But anyway, yeah, I played that through once. Not a bad game, surprisingly, but very bad in terms of story. Oh yeah, I would say that the story of that game was actually worse than Ninja Gaiden. Like, which is saying something. Oh shit. Saying something. And the cutscenes are also just very cringe and awful. The combat system was passable, but certainly not a Devil May Cry. Okay, so that's how you get the strongbow. Like, yeah, compared to a proper Devil May Cry, just did not have the depth, really. And yeah, I got bored of it, but I did beat it in the end. And I didn't think it was, like, easy, either. Like, a lot of people, I think, criticized it for not being the classic difficult DMC that style that it should be. But I thought, you know, it actually wasn't that easy. It had a challenge to it. It just wasn't fun, and that was the problem. Because you want challenges, a game to be both challenging and fun. You want the challenge to be something that, as a player, overcoming it is fun. But DMC, I think if they had made that exact same game basically without the Devil May without the Devil May Cry like name and everything, I think it could have been a good game. There's definitely the skeleton of a good combat system in that game, but just attaching that to the Devil May Cry franchise name, not a good idea. I heard that at that time, Capcom was in like a Western developer kick, so they wanted to hire Ninja Theory, or a Western developer, which they chose Ninja Theory to make the next Devil May Cry game. Yeah. A good game? Yeah, it could have been a good game. I would think ultimately what I don't know, I feel like the tone and of the story was very cringe. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'd even call it a good game per se. Yeah, I think there's enough in there that you could call it a good game. But it's for the standards set by the Devil May Cry franchise, it certainly didn't live up to it. I would say it was a better game than Devil May Cry 2. That's for sure. Devil May Cry 2 was a game that I couldn't even get past level 3 because I was just bored out of my skull. It was just so much running around with nothing to do, and enemies that were just so boring to combat. It was just lots and lots of shooting. So I heard that the original, or DMC2, was initially planned to be, or developed as a separate game. And the female character in that game, Lucia, who never shows up in another Devil May Cry game, was originally supposed to be the protagonist. But when the original Devil May Cry became the hit that it became, I guess, yeah, became the hit that it was, well, the Capcom decided, let's shift this and just stick Dante in there, change the stuff around and everything. And I heard that originally also that one of the components of combat that they wanted to really work on when they were developing the original DMC2, again, which was not supposed to be a Devil May Cry game, was the shooting. And for that reason, they ended up making DMC2 like really focusing on the shooting aspect of the Dante's combat. But the thing is, with Dante, shooting is a relatively minor aspect of his combat. It's just not used for that much other than keeping combos going and in certain cases interrupting enemies and such. But for dealing major amounts of damage, you're generally not using the guns, you're using his swords or his other melee weapons. Yeah. Pistols were shit in that? I heard that the pistols were just way overpowered in DMC2. That was one of the issues. Again, I didn't play through that much of it. But I've seen Let's use... I've seen like commentary on it with video, and it looked like they were showing like Dante just killing an entire boss like from start to finish by just standing back and shooting it over and over again with his pistols. They fire way slower? Oh yeah. Maybe they adjusted it so that they fire slower, but they're more powerful or something like that. Capcom, nothing interesting in... Oh, that's too bad. But one nice thing is, in terms of DMC, I feel like with DMC 5, they essentially perfected the Devil May Cry combat system. I mean, in the end, I still really like DMC 3 in terms of combat the most. And I think the story in DMC 3 is way better than anything in DMC 5. Visually, the tone, the art style and everything is also way better in DMC 3 than in 5. But in 5, they definitely really took care to make the combat just very tight, very good. I have things to criticize on it. Mainly the fact that in DMC 5, during certain moves, the game actually goes into slow-mo. And that's something that never happened in DMC 3, and even in DMC 4, which had a lot of cinematic moves. It never slowed down the game. It just zoomed in and did some cool camera shots. So I don't like how in DMC 5 it did it a lot like God of War games, where in God of War, when Kratos does certain finishing moves or other context-sensitive moves, the camera zooms in on him and does a cinematic spin or whatever, and also it goes into slow-mo at various points. And I really hate that effect. I hate that look. I really prefer it when the game's just full speed all the time. So, but that's ultimately a minor complaint given the depth of combat in DMC 5. But I heard that, yeah, E3 just hasn't been all that great, other than maybe... I've heard some Nintendo fans talking about Breath of the Wild 2, which, I mean, never played Breath of the Wild 1 as somebody who doesn't own a Nintendo system and not really generally into Nintendo franchises. Oh shit. But I know that Breath of the Wild is supposed to be a great game, and so a sequel to that is pretty exciting. Let's see. And I guess with Team Ninja, there's the Final Fantasy Souls-like game, which should be interesting. I feel like Neo was a fantastic game, so Team Ninja definitely has the skills. But I really, really do wish Team Ninja would make another Ninja Gaiden game. With modern graphics. Not that this game looks bad, mind you. You can tell that it's dated, right? That this game, if it came out today, everyone would be complaining about the graphics. For good reason, too, because the graphics would be awful by today's standards, but it still looks pretty darn good. But with modern graphics and real-time weapon switching, that would be nice. Real-time weapon switching. And a whole host of other upgrades. Also, did I unlock any nice things here? Nympho, Blue Essence. Don't really care. Wait, actually, Azure. Oh, that looks better. Yeah, use them. FF1 prequel? Oh, is that what the Souls-like is supposed to be? It's a prequel to the first Final Fantasy? I did not know that was the story. I actually have never played the original Final Fantasy. I've only played a handful of Final Fantasy games in my life. I've played 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, I started to play 12, but to be honest, I got kind of bored. No. Okay, this is one of the least fun parts. Well, no. Here's the thing. This is a very, very unfun part, but this is actually not one of the least fun parts of this level. This chapter has some many incredibly unfun parts, and this is one of them, I guess, but it's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get way worse. So, yeah. Okay. Where are others? Okay. Actually, no, I do have enough arrows. At least in Ninja Gaiden Sigma, you can jump and shoot the arrow. In the original Ninja Gaiden Black, you could not shoot the arrow at all without aiming it, so you had to go into first-person mode. There was no auto-aim for the bow, so you can imagine just how much worse that was. Here, at least, you can make Ryu auto-aim. Damn it. Oh. Go... that. The demo of the new FF. Oh, really? They actually released the demo of the Souls-like? Nice. Is it only on PS5? I imagine they're not releasing it in the old consoles at all, right? PS4 or Xbox. Because it's probably like, you know, a new game for the modern console generation. And I know Tecmo basically does not develop PC games ever. So I'm expecting it not to come to PC unless it eventually becomes like a PC release like this game. You've never been a fan of Dark Souls games? Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I've only played a couple, Neo and Bloodborne, and I guess I really liked both of them, but I tried playing a little bit of Code Vein, and Code Vein was alright, but I guess not nearly as good as Neo or Bloodborne, certainly. Nowhere near as good. Like, absolutely no comparison. And also, I started playing another kind of Souls-like style game. I forget what it was called. But it seemed like a Bloodborne knockoff, and I got bored of it very quickly. PS4, PS... Oh, okay, so it is on PS4 as well. Yeah. Or actually, no, yeah, I was thinking FromSoft, right? Not Tecmo. FromSoft is the one that's making... And FromSoft did release... Is it FromSoft or is it Tecmo Team Ninja? I forget which is the one that's making the Final Fantasy one. But they both have history of making good Souls-like games. Obviously FromSoft. I hate this part. They make it so that the gap length is very finicky. So you have to jump in a very specific way. And I think I've said it before, not on stream, but Tecmo, when they were designing, or Team Ninja, when they were creating Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden 2, were headed by this guy named Tomonobu Itagaki, famous director of the Dead or Alive series. But he also directed both Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, and every time he interviewed, you could tell that he just had a fetish for causing frustration in the player. Like, he just loved the idea of making shit annoying for the player. And there are aspects of it that works for this game when the combat really is tough and punishing. But there's also lots of other parts of the game design where it really it shouldn't be frustrating, you know, in this way, or at least it's not fun when it's difficult in this way. And a lot of the platforming falls into that category. Along with the overall game design in terms of the levels, where in Devil May Cry 3 came out a little bit after Ninja Gaiden, I believe, but not by much. And Devil May Cry 3 had a full mission select system where you could go to any mission you want at any time with all the upgrades you have at any given moment. So basically, DMC3, it doesn't even have a New Game Plus per se, it just has... It gives you the ability to just go anywhere in the game at any time with everything you have. So it's way better than a New Game Plus. But not only does Ninja Gaiden Black and Sigma, do they not have that, they don't even have a New Game Plus. After you beat the game once, if you want to beat it in a different difficulty, you just start over from the beginning. You don't get to start with the upgrades that you got, and it's just such a dumb decision. Yeah, there's a lot of, and again, it makes sense if your guiding principle of designing the game is how do we make the game as frustrating to the player as possible. Well, that would make sense that they would design it that way. But if you want to make the game fun, yeah, there's better ways to do that. I'm hoping that's something that people are able to mod. It would be great if you can put a menu in this game where you just go to any mission you want, or even any encounter you want, because I'd love to fight some of these bosses over and over again, like I did with Devil May Cry. Those 2 and 3, Bloodborne, yeah, Demon Souls. Oh yeah, you've been playing Demon Souls, right? With the on PS5. That's, I think, yeah, when I get PS5, I think Demon Souls is gonna be a priority for me. I definitely want to check it out as the OG Souls-like. I mean, I don't think most people... like, I feel like a Souls-like game is one that most people aren't going to be very good at. It's like, in order to get good at a Souls-like, you have to get good at that particular Souls-like, right? Because ultimately, the combat system in Souls-like games, they have similarities like any sort of third-person combat game does, but there's a lot of diversity to them. So the Souls-like structure is more about the overall structure of level design and boss encounter design and the whole idea of dying and you lose all your currency, but you have a chance to get them back if you play well and all that. And different games put different twists to it, but that's the overall design, right? So it's like, you can't quite transfer a skill from one Souls-like to another Souls-like. Other than maybe... Oh, I got a Izuna Drop Master achievement. Yeah, other than maybe just knowing that if you're playing a Souls-like, you better be really careful to check what's around every corner. That's really what playing a Souls-like teaches you. Yeah. A lot better than most players. Yeah, probably. I imagine if you look at the Steam stats, I'll bet on like a Dark Souls, most people who've played the game haven't finished it. Oh, nice, I got something. Ooh! Okay. This is the second best heavy sword in the game. The best heavy sword we don't get for a while, so let's go ahead and upgrade this so I can make use of it. Yeah, this is Muramasa. Muramasa's weapons and tools. Buy one. Yeah, this one doesn't cost much. Oh. Ah, come on. Alright, let me... Okay, so I believe, yeah, it's the boss fight. Oh boy. So this, I don't know if I'd call the next two boss fights are the two worst boss fights in this game, and I don't know which one's worse. Oh, you like narrative single-player games? Yeah, for me these days, those are the sorts of the types of games I tend to prefer as well. I like games with an ending. If I'm other than like playing a gacha game, I don't like online MMOs or shooters, that kind of thing. Gacha games, I guess, are an exception. Okay. So this fight again in Ninja Gaiden Black, you could not shoot the bow without aiming manually in first person. So it was a major pain in the ass. Okay, it looks like their AI is pretty well designed so that they'll shoot you right as you land. Oh shit. Okay. Ah, shit. Alright, let's see. Can I pick up some of these arrows? Yeah. So this is, yeah, in, at least, you know, they're pointing out you're using explosive arrows and arrows with, like, so APF SD cores, right? Core section of tank shell. So they're like explosive arrows and tank core. Now, I don't know why they put in two different types of explosive arrows. It's, to be honest, really dumb. But the idea with this is that if you use explosive arrows, it causes the guy who with the gun at the top to go back and hide. And then you use the APF SD cores, which do more damage. There we go. Yeah, I just want to get through that boss. I'm happy to spend whatever is necessary to do that. Unfortunately, here we come to an even... Again, I don't know if this next boss is worse, but it's bad. And also, oh, another factor. Did you know in Ninja Gaiden Black, first of all, you can't shoot the bow without aiming in first person, which forces you to stand still. Second, notice that reticle at the center, the what is generally called the crosshair in most games, right? It did not exist. There was no reticle at the center. There was no crosshair in Ninja Gaiden Black. You just had to get a feel for where the arrow would shoot on the screen just by practicing, right? It was just the most bizarre design choice ever, which again, it makes sense if you think the developers were thinking, how do we make this as annoying for the player as possible? Well, why have a crosshair? It's not like it's an industry standard for first-person shooting in video games to have a crosshair so that players know where their shots are going or anything. No, we should force the player to just memorize where on the screen the shot is going and figure it out from there. It's, yeah, very, very bad design and very bad boss. Just checking because I thought, oh yeah. Yeah, Ganyu. Well, Ganyu would be better at anything, really. Many things. But yeah, Ganyu has a crosshair, right? And to be fair, in this game they do. They fixed that for Sigma at least. Yeah, many things. Let's leave it at that. There's a saying that I've heard somebody use for different people, but it certainly applies to Ganyu. As long as I have a face, Ganyu will never lack a place to sit. Or never be lacking for a place to sit. Alright, so at least they're generous enough to give us a save point before this next encounter, because that would have been hell if we had to face both of these bosses in a row. See, against this guy, you want to use the APFSDS cores. APFSDS cores. Let's see. Ah, come on! This is where the guillotine throws finickiness really hurts. Alright, again, in black, you could not shoot these while jumping or running. So, fun. So, anyone who's played Devil May Cry 2, I'm sure will remember Helicopter Boss. Okay. Oh, you can... Yeah. Shit. Okay. God. And yeah, you have to lead the helicopter as it moves side to side. You haven't played since you were a kid? Okay. Oh. Well, I heard there was a demonic helicopter as a boss in DMC2. Ah. Right. Right. This. Also, for whatever reason, they made it so that it's way harder to get out of the first-person mode than in Black, where you could just roll out immediately. So, I wonder, does Ninfa work against this guy? He might. There we go. Yeah, there was? Okay. Yeah. Through this boss. Okay, and next is an encounter in the game that is actually even less fun than these two bosses, because this next encounter requires that you go into first person. Thank you. But yeah, this next part, unfortunately, the fact that you can shoot while jumping and everything doesn't help, because the target is too far away. But it's also these. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. I knew there was at least one chest around here that's a trap. So, but at least you can use them to get a lot of yellow orbs. Very easy to deal with these once you figure out the trick, but yeah. Okay. Let's buy it. Need to get more yellow orbs at some point, but This is a mission. This chapter is one where I'm happy to just spend whatever yellow orbs are necessary to get me through, because it does get a lot better right after. Ironically enough, so yeah, you would think that a fight where you're a ninja going into a military base and just wrecking shit would be fun, but it's not. And then the next chapter is you're a ninja going into a sewers, which how often is it that sewer section in a video game is that fun? But it is actually really fun. The next part where he goes into the sewers is actually quite a blast, in my opinion. A lot of good encounters, and bosses aren't that great, but they're better than this at least. They're not bad. The final boss of that section, the sewer section, is actually quite good, actually, now that I think about it. It's just the mid bosses aren't. It's a minor healing. In Final Fantasy VII Remake? Oh, yeah? Actually, I don't think I've... Have I gotten to sewers? I don't think I've gotten to sewers. I haven't touched that game in a while, actually. Because, well, I like to... When I start streaming a game, I like to play all of it on stream. So, I've been... Once this game was released last week, I'm like... Besides Genshin and FGO, this is what I'm gonna stream, at least until I beat it. Which I'd say I'm right around the halfway point. But I need to get back to FF7 Remake. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be very rusty in terms of the combat. So... The weapon here. Sword, yeah. Dragon Sword's the best weapon to use for now. Still haven't started the DLC? Oh yeah, right, they released that very recently, right? And you can do stuff with Yuffie there? I think. Oh yeah. What, for PS5 you mean? Cause yeah, still don't have a PS5. I guess maybe by this fall we'll see. We'll be able to. Yeah, it'll be just more generally available. Yeah, I'm guessing by September? Maybe I'm being too optimistic. Maybe by the time by the time we reach fall and stuff, people will be wanting to get it for Christmas and everything. So the demand will be too high still, so you won't be able to get it. But I feel like with the PS5 being released last year, when I'm guessing video games were having quite a moment at that time. Certainly for me, I was probably playing way more video games than I ever have been. And I still am because I'm still working from home and everything. But I'm hopeful. Alright. Ah! Okay. Oh boy. You can see right as I looked up. Oh, where are you facing? Oh, right. Also, they changed some of the auto-aiming thing in this. On. Actually, this isn't quite as awful as I remembered, but it is still bloody awful. Oh, shit, come on. Okay. Come on. Oh, there we go. Finally. Ratchet, there was... Oh yeah, I think you said they released a bundle, right? With Ratchet and PS5, which... Yeah, I guess there's probably... Because some people just aren't that interested in that game, that's a good opportunity for people who are willing to buy it. Although, I also imagine a lot of people would be like, let's buy the game, or let's buy the bundle, and then sell the game if they're not interested in the game, right? It's always an option. Yeah, the last Ratchet. Yeah. Again, yeah, that is what I heard. You've been playing it, right? And yeah, once I get a PS5, it'll probably be a game that I pick up. Maybe it'll even be actually no. Considering Ratchet is like a mainline game, essentially, that it's probably gonna stay $60 for a good long time. But you know, I think I'll pick it up once once I get a PS5, which because I did like the series a lot. I think the Ratchet and Clank reboot, so to speak, or HD remake in PS4 was alright, but I don't remember. I remember not being all that enamored with it. Yeah, it was fun in the same way that all Ratchet and Clanks are fun, I guess. And I haven't played a Ratchet and Clank game in a while because, yeah, that was the last game I played. I think that was like 2014 or something. No, I think it was later. But it was at least like 4 years ago. Yeah, Demon Souls. Yeah, I think I don't know which one I'll check out first. I might buy them both at the same time. Because if you're getting a new system, you want to, you know, get some games for it, right? Get a bunch of games. And ooh. And both games I want to check out. But between the two, 2016, okay. So 5 years ago now, huh? It still feels like 2020 to me, to be honest. I'm sure that's the case for a lot of people. 2020 was simultaneously a year that flew by in a flash and a year that felt like 10 years. And again, I'm sure that's the case for many people. And in fact, it was probably worse for most people than for me, because I have the luxury of having a job where I get to work from home. And I didn't, you know, I didn't lose any sources of income. In fact, I got a raise and everything, and I live fairly comfortably, so I'm very lucky in that way. So, I know it's been a lot worse for others. So yeah, you know, those things I feel grateful for, I guess. Yeah, it lasted too long, yeah. But yeah, 2016, 5 years ago now, half a decade. Funny to think about. I think I was, at the time, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was playing Bloodborne at the time. Overall, in total, I probably spent around 400 hours in Bloodborne, I'm guessing, in that range. So not as much as I've played Devil May Cry games, but probably similar to how much I played Ninja Gaiden. I think I probably played Ninja Gaiden 500 to 1,000 hours total. Not as much as Devil May Cry, but still quite a bit. Alright, end of this hellish chapter. There's some other more bad parts coming up, but I don't think it ever gets as bad as this. And this is a cutscene that I know a lot of Ninja Gaiden fans have mixed feelings about, because there's an innocent person who ends up getting killed due to Ryu. At least you think he's innocent. He looks innocent. Just the guy doing his job. Whereas everyone else he kills are either monsters or enemy soldiers who are actively trying to kill him. These cutscenes generally hold up well, I'd say. They look pixelated because this was initially released on Xbox, which is not HD. But I think the rendering looks alright. So, yeah, it causes this head-on collision, and poor train conductor ends up dying. I think I heard there was even a fan fiction someone wrote that tells the train conductor's story, and at the end, actually, Ryu right before the trains crash into each other, Ryu actually goes and saves the conductor. But poor guy. Just doing his job. Wrong place, wrong time. And also, this is also pretty controversial. Notice I haven't saved since at the end of that section. So you don't save until you get to the next part, which doesn't happen until after you fight some enemies. Now, fortunately, at this point in the game, if you've been learning the combat system at all and everything, the fight isn't all that difficult. But there's always the chance you could die here and then have to do the previous section all over again, which seems kind of shitty in terms of game design. Yeah, the other day I was watching a streamer named Waifu. Like, his Twitch handle is literally Waifu, the way you spell it normally. Well, normally as in the way anime fans spell it. So he's got a pretty nice Twitch username. But he does speedruns of all sorts of games. I actually don't know who his waifu is. He's not really a big weeaboo person, from what I can tell. He does speedruns of games, and I first encountered him because he was speedrunning Devil May Cry 3. And he decided to check out Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which he had watched other people play, but he had never played himself. And it was interesting because he, as somebody who knows Devil May Cry 3 inside and out, he is very good at action combat games, or combat action games like this. And so he was breezing through this game pretty well, but at the same time, because he's so knowledgeable about these combat mechanics, he could see where the game had problems. And he was bitching about it a lot, and to be fair, he was pointing out very, very good he was making very good criticisms about the flaws in the game. And I appreciated that, even though I was a Ninja Gaiden fan. But his chat, unfortunately, was filled with a lot of other Ninja Gaiden fans who were very much fanboys of the series and kinda bitching at him about it, which I didn't think was good. But it was interesting just seeing somebody who knows a lot about combat game mechanics playing this game for the first time. And on his first playthrough, he could see a lot of the issues where the combat mechanics really, the seams break apart and create a pretty mediocre experience. Like, for me, like, as somebody who's played the game hundreds of hours, I know a lot of the issues that it has. One of which that I've pointed out is the fact that enemy AI isn't actually really AI, in a sense. What it is really an RNG machine, where every time Ryu connects on the enemy with an attack, the game rolls a virtual die and determines, does the attack actually connect? And if it doesn't, then the enemy does an animation to roll out of it, which it's a lot like how Ryu can cancel certain animations with his roll to prevent himself from getting hit. But with the enemies, they have very few rules on when they're not allowed to do that, whereas with Ryu, it's very strict. You know, there are many, many moves where you cannot possibly cancel the animation, and you're just stuck there, helplessly getting hit. But with enemies, that's not the case. And this is especially the worst with bosses, where you can hit the boss with the exact same attack, with the exact same angle, during the exact same animation that they're doing. And sometimes it connects, and sometimes it doesn't. And for a layman who was playing this game for the first time, and for me, when I was playing the game for the first time, I was like, I didn't notice that at all. I just thought, I must be doing something wrong. This game is hard, but it couldn't possibly be, you know, just unfair like that, right? It didn't even occur to me that that's what could be going on. But I think because of that, this game got a lot of praise initially, because most people who play these types of games, again, aren't experts at this kind of combat, and they also not playing it for hundreds and hundreds of hours like I did, so they don't notice those seams. So they just think, oh, this is a hard game with really tough AI that really punishes you for not doing everything precisely. It's such a good, well-made combat system. And to be fair, for the time it really was a very revolutionary, maybe not revolutionary, but very significantly innovative combat system compared to previous game combats. I think what Ninja Gaiden does better than basically any combat game, even a Devil May Cry, is marry the third-person action combat genre with the fighting game genre. Because this game takes a lot of cues from fighting game design, and for good reason, right? Because Team Ninja, before they made Ninja Gaiden, was really only known for making Dead or Alive games, which are all, you know, fighting games. So they must have taken a lot of their expertise from that to this. But again, the combat system has seams that really start showing the more you play it. That said, there's also a lot of other stuff this game does well besides the combat. I think the platforming is pretty awful, but the overall level design is actually quite good. And the whole adventure aspect, it's not a Zelda game or anything like that by any stretch, but there is, you know, puzzles that you have to solve, and you have to pick up items and place them into holes, to their proper holes, and that unlocks another thing. And, you know, it's not very complicated, but it creates this sense of, it helps to create this sense of progression where you're not just being funneled from place to place. It feels like you are an active member of this story who is pushing along Ryu's journey, or pushing Ryu along his journey of revenge in this case. Avenging his own death, as well as his fiance's. See. So, well, also one thing they do, which I'm not sure how I feel about it, but in different difficulties of this game, they change up not the level design, but the locations of items. And not just like normal items, but key items that you need to progress on the next part. So that key of the insect that I picked up wasn't there in normal difficulty, but in hard difficulty it's there. So it's kind of designed to fuck with you if you've played the game in a normal difficulty. And ultimately I don't think I like that. I think I prefer it when they just put different enemies at different locations, as well as scale enemy difficulty by changing their health or damage, as well as AI. But this game actually doesn't change enemy AI as you level up the difficulty, whereas Devil May Cry does. This game just puts different enemies, where really what they do is have reskins of previous enemies that are more difficult than them, and have maybe some extra moves. So that's, you know, not quite the same as changing the AI, but it's sort of similar. Right. Yep, let's do some UT chaining on these guys. Should get a good amount of yellow orbs through this. Okay. These enemies aren't that fun, so you can see I'm choosing to basically cheese them with UT spam. 56k, holy cow. Yeah, that's, I think that's more than my Ganyu does on a charge attack. Well, I think, no, my Ganyu, I think if both hits crit, I think she might do 60, but that's not much higher. That's insane, though. And you get damage over time, right? The Huto. Right. Could have gotten me a lot of yellow orbs. Alright, I think if I go back here, it will activate another challenge thing so that I can get... Yeah, it? I'm not sure if it's a challenge, actually. 5 seconds cooldown every 10 seconds. Right, with the E, huh? Yeah, but with Ganyu too, right? You can't just be firing off her arrows all the time either, right? You need to be moving around, dodging and shit, so... Whereas I feel like with Hu Tao, you get the advantage of essentially dodging by attacking, because as a polearm user, her charge attack basically shoots her through the enemy. So, well, you know, I haven't really played with Hu Tao, so I don't know. But, you know, they're both incredibly good DPSs. Yeah. I feel like I've almost gotten spoiled with Ganyu because of the fact that she's an archer. That in Genshin, right, it's a lot of it is about doing as much damage as possible as quickly as possible. And when you have an archer, it's fairly easy to target one area and then target another area that's way far away. But when you have a melee user, if an enemy is far away, you have to actually get there. So if two enemies are pretty far apart from each other, you have to kind of move around to do that damage. Whereas with Ganyu, you just have to turn and aim. So I feel like that's one area where Ganyu has a huge advantage over melee DPSs. Oh yeah, and her burst also heals on her toes. Yep. Let's do that. Oh, what? Damn it! That chest got in the way. Alright, let's do that. Nice. Yay. So I saw the not the leak, right? What is it? Oh, okay. Well, free one of those that I can pick up then. Yeah, Yoimiya. I saw leaked videos, I guess, as well as the fact that MiHoYo itself announced her on Twitter. So I did see that, and she looks nice. She looks a lot like Musashi, or at least her hair. I think I've mentioned, yeah, she looks like if Okita and Musashi had, you know, had a baby, then yeah, you'd get something like that. And I like the fact that it seems like if you use her E or Q, I don't know, I didn't quite see which, it infuses her arrows with pyro, and that's very different from any other archer. So I wonder what kind of unit she'll be. I guess the way she looks now, it seems like she'd be a DPS. The game does like its 5-star DPSs. There's a shit ton, right? And not just 5 stars, 4 stars too. But if her elemental skill or burst involves turning her arrows into pyro, then, well, you're naturally... Ooh, nice. Triple beheading. I don't think I've ever pulled that one off before. That kind of implies to me that she should be somewhat selfish, that you'd want her to stay on the field shooting with her arrows rather than... Unless maybe her E or her Q infuses every attack on your team with pyro, which would be strange. But then again, Xingqiu does something similar. Not quite the same, but something similar, right? Her second charge is 3 homing, really? So the fact that it's homing sounds really... potentially broken, but sounds really great. Yeah, I'd love to check her out, but given that she's a 5-star, the odds of me getting her seem pretty low. Yeah, I think it would make sense for Ball to be a support. I think MiHoYo is very careful with the supports because of the fact that a very solid support like a Venti or a Zhongli can transform the game. Whereas a DPS, they can certainly affect the game, but to a much lesser extent than a support. And I think it would make sense for all the Archons to be just top-class supports. They're not, you know, they're not Archons for nothing, right? They are the representative of their element. They should do some incredibly powerful things. So it would make sense for Ball to be a support, I guess. Now, I wonder what an Electro support would look like other than Fischl, right? Because Fischl, or I guess Fischl and Beto are both supports, huh? Although they're both also DPSs. They go both ways, you might say. Ah. That's the high risk, high reward of applying Swallow. There we go. Gotcha. I don't quite remember what the next thing I need to do is, but I have an inkling, so let's try it. Yeah, I guess it would, Yoimiya and Aika look to be DPSs. The Tanuki is a healer, really. So it's a Animo healer. I really want to get her. It's interesting, we have 4 lowly characters now, including the Tanuki. One of them is a DPS and 3 are healers then. So, yeah, there's a oh yeah, Budget Gene. So there's definitely a decent chance of me getting her. Depends on the banner, I guess, but I think given that she's a 4-star, you know, there's a chance, and I really want to get her. And as another Animo character, right? Because I'm lacking those. Other than, of course, Sucrose and Venti, as well as the Traveler. So this isn't exactly the most fun boss, but at least he's not super frustrating like some. Oh, don't do that. There we go. 4-star male character. Yeah, when's the last time we got a new 4-star male character? I can't remember. Never? Okay. So the beginning of the game then. If that's when we got Kea. The Beastman. Oh, yeah, I guess he could be a 4-star, huh? He could also be a 5-star. But yeah, we just don't know yet, huh? But yeah, we could get a 4-star male character. It's funny, we've gotten a ton of 5-star male characters. In fact, I think most of the limited 5-stars have been male. Whereas none of the new 4-stars have been male, huh? I don't know if that's just, you know, some weird coincidence or if MiHoYo has some sort of plan there. Because the 5-star male characters, you know, they've certainly been good, and very popular. Zhongli, I think, is just off the charts when it comes to just how much people simp for him. Not just women, too, right? I think, you know, even though I wouldn't call him a husbando, I really like his design. I think he looks really good. And from a gameplay perspective, of course, nothing to complain about either. Zhao looks really great too, and lots of fangirling over him too, especially over his Japanese voice. Venti certainly appeals to a certain type of person, both male and female. Child as well, although I feel like Tartaglia of all of them might be I don't know, might have the fewest fangirls and fanboys. Like, Tartaglia, he's got a nice design. He's tall, which obviously counts for a lot if you're for male characters, but there's plenty of tall male characters. But I think there's something about his design that people don't really like. I've heard people call his hair a fuckboy hair, which I kind of see that. Or, what is it? He compared him to a certain musician. A ginger singer that I forget. Child is a badass? Yep. Do you have Child? What, is it on your team or on your account? Because it seems like he could be very good, but you know, as somebody who doesn't care about husbandos, I didn't care to pull him. 8 male 5-star characters, including Kazuha and Traveler, and 8 5-star female. Okay. So it's half and half so far, including Kazuha. But then once we get Yoimiya and... Or actually, if you'd have to include Traveler on that too, huh? Traveler is a bit... Because, like, plenty of people have female Traveler as well, right? I have a female Traveler. So, ultimately, I guess it's a little more female heavy. But I think the limited 5 stars, it seems... Because I think there's 4 female 5 stars in the general pool and 1 male, right? Diluc's the only male. Oh yeah, there's also Albedo, who's probably gotten a little underrated because of... Yeah, he just hasn't gotten a lot of attention. But I think whenever he shows up, people like him a lot. He's got a nice personality, definitely, and a good design. But he hasn't had a rerun, and yeah, for that reason, probably not a whole lot of people have him. And people weren't simping for him as much as for Zhao. Oh shit. That was a mistake. Rolled away too early. Let's end you that way. Let's see. I do have plenty of healing items that I can use. So I should probably use them. Zhongli and Zhao. Yeah, that makes sense, because Zhongli, again, I think is the single most popular male character in the game. And Zhao, plenty of fangirls and fanboys. Like, yeah, and I think in terms of visual design, I do like Zhao's design better than I like Albedo's. In fact, I might like Zhao's design better than I like Zhongli's, now that I think about it. I really like Zhao's design. I think he's got a great costume. It might be a little too busy. If there's anything that I like about Zhongli's design better than Zhao's, it's that Zhao's is a lot busier than Zhongli's. And Zhongli's is much more straightforward, simple. It makes sense. And it's pretty. But I think Zhao makes the multiple... Maybe not multiple, like just kind of the complex design work pretty well in general. Prefer child design, okay. Fair. Haru's Diary. Yeah, I know there's one of these diaries near the end that is, that reveals what the Black Spider Clan is all about, but you keep picking these up, these dead ninja, these diaries of dead ninja, that eventually they reveal why they're after the Dark Dragon Blade. Which turns out the Black Spider Clan leader wanted to steal the Dark Dragon Blade, which is a blade made out of dragon bone, because he wanted to grind it up to make tea, because he heard dragon tea was really tasty. There's no real, like, legend about dragon tea being magical or anything even. It's just that he heard it was tasty, so he sent all his ninja out to try to steal it. And so it turns out all these ninja who died for that. And that's like a funny little, you know, note, right? It shows that they're not taking this too seriously. That the writers here are just having a lot of fun with the whole world and lore. And that's where Ninja Gaiden 2 and Ninja Gaiden 3 really suffer. Especially Ninja Gaiden 3. Story is... Ninja Gaiden 3 takes itself very seriously. Child with Electro Team. Oh yeah, that could work. And plenty of Electro Charge, right? Trying to keep the enemies off balance, which is always nice. Two more of these. Yeah, for now I think this stuff I've purchased is fine. Let's stick with the Vigorian Flail for now. The Vigorian Flail... Oh shit, no. Let's not stick with the Vigorian Flail. Because I know what's coming up. Here we go. Why have one worm when you could have two? Obviously 2 is way harder than 1, so I might struggle with this a bit, but let's see. Go. Oh, shit. Okay. Go. I'm glad when you roll at the lip of the water, Ryu actually does not go into the water. It's a pretty convenient feature that allows me to get right up to the edge of the water without falling in. Because of course, if you fall into the water, you take electro damage. Fortunately, you don't get electro charge status, so Ryu doesn't just constantly remain stunned, but, well, you just saw he got hurt by the electro. Okay. Oh no, oh! Almost got grabbed by that. That attack is very annoying. Very fast. How about the Abyss Lectors? Oh yeah. Yeah, to be fair, the Abyss Lectors, they're manageable when you fight 2 at a time. They could be really hellish with 3 or more, I guess, but I think 2 generally works. I guess 3 could work as well. But at some point, it would just become overwhelming, and the fact that they drain your burst, your energy, that really... Yeah, I don't like that as a gameplay feature, unless it's used sparingly, which, when against Abyss Lectors, it's not used sparingly at all. Three Abyss Lectors without Ganyu. That sounds hellish. But hey, I managed to face 2 of them without Ganyu. I faced 2 of them with Beto, who managed to pull it off. At least the ghost fish do give plenty of orbs, both yellow and blue. So, keeps me healed up. Oh. At first I thought this was a watery area, and it is, but it's just a puddle. You can't actually sink. Oh. Oh. Okay, that ended the encounter. we go. Come right into an attack. There we go. Yep. Thank you. There we go. Hey, a support. Oh yeah, that works? Yeah, I could see that, because he can freeze them, right? Because I think they always have Hydro... Or no, the Abyss Heralds have Hydro. I think the Abyss Lectors actually don't get frozen with Cryo, but you can certainly apply Cryo very often, and since Hu Tao does elemental damage, yeah, you're boosting her elemental damage with Melt, so you're able to eat through their shields very quickly, huh? Yeah. For my part, my strategy was using Bennett because Bennett gets his E up very quickly. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I build up my D-Look, who is my next project for building up, I still gotta level him up rather before I really focus on the... Oh, there's Sabu. Thing's so important. Poor guy. Yeah, once I get D-Look up and running, he might be able to handle Abyss Lectors better than my... Bennett, because he just does more damage. Jean was good? Okay. Well, yeah, I could see that. Because hers is all about elemental damage too, right? Even if it's Anima. And if you can manage to swirl something, that could work. I don't really know too much about how best to use Jean's burst for the swirl damage, but... Work. Looking forward to trying it out when I get Jean. Any day now, right? Any day. Any pull. Every pull has a chance. At least, yeah, not at least if it's not in the weapon banner. But I don't ever pull on the weapon banner anyway, so. Versus this 38k? That sounds pretty good. Although, it's not as much as a charge attack from Tower Ganyu. Jean's, from what I can tell, seems like an all-rounder, so can't have her just do crazy amounts of damage with her attacks unless you really properly build a team completely around making her do lots of damage. But I'd love to use fall damage with her. Okay. Okay. Ah, shit. As slow as this weapon is, at least it does shit tons of damage. It takes like 2 hits from one to kill one of those. Good. Oh yeah, you're one of the people who really focus on friendship levels? Yeah, for me on Genshin, and to be honest, these days with FGO, I don't care about friendship or bond anymore. With Genshin, definitely. I've stopped even switching out my team for picking up rewards from world bosses and stuff, because I feel like I'll just put my characters into my Serenity Teapot and call it a day. I just pick and choose based purely on who I want to play at for a particular encounter. But, you know, I'll be playing for a while, so I'll get Friendship 10 with enough characters eventually. Oh yeah, should be Bond 20. Yeah, it's too bad we don't have a Bond 15 or 20. I feel like the amount of Bond required, or friendship required in Genshin to hit 10 is definitely way less than FGO to hit 10. But in FGO at the beginning it only hit 5, And it seems roughly equivalent. Maybe, actually, no, not equivalent. I think probably hitting 10 in Genshin takes more time than hitting 5 in FGO. But it's still, you know, it takes a decent amount of time. I'm just wondering when they'll add the next part so that we can keep upgrading. Let's see, what did I want to do here? I think... Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna end stream fairly soon. But I'm gonna at least do the next room, which I think I've unlocked the next room. You might be able to tell I'm kind of been going on autopilot here because I've done this segment so many times that... Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, so there must be something else that I still need to unlock. In that case, let me actually at least unlock that door and then I'll end the stream. But what else do I need to do? Where else do I need to go? Yeah. Now Barbara is coming up on the... Yeah, I have Barbara up at 10, and partly for that reason, but really mainly because I had other healers that I wanted to try out. I've been using other healers, but one streamer that I follow has been saying how she wants every healer... She wants to get Friendship 10 on every healer, so that she can freely choose any healer to use without any sort of losing friendship. Because then, no matter what, she's going to be losing friendship. Which is an interesting way to think about it, I guess. But for me, if in that case, I'd be like, just choose any healer that you want to use and let that go. Because all you're doing is accelerating when you'll won't be able to gain more friendship. No. But, because at that point, if you really care that much about friendship, why not just not run healers? Yeah, don't run healers. Just use items or food. So once you max out every healer, just don't use healers. Only Jean, Zhongli, Albedo, Child, Official. Yeah, I only have like 6 characters bond 10, I think. It's gonna take me a while to get somebody else to bond, or like 8 characters to bond 10, because I think there is a I think there is an achievement for bond 10ing 8 characters, and I got through the first 4 very quickly, but then I think number 5 or 6 kind of took much longer. Because at that point I started switching up my teams quite a lot more. I guess early on, before I had any 5 stars, I had barely pulled even, and I was just using the main free characters that you get without pulling. But once I started getting more, it's like I can build so many different types of teams, so the friendship they get is at a much lower rate. Right, actually, I'm just gonna check that I picked up the scarab there. Yeah, I did. I swam down there earlier. Ganyu Hutaku Ching. Yeah, I think my Ganyu is bond 10 because I just use her for everything. I'm pretty sure my Amber's bond 10, my Barbara's bond 10, I think. Lisa's actually bond 7 for me because I used her so much at the beginning of the game. Where... Oh no. Oh, actually no. There's a save point right here, I think. No. There's a save point after. Between bond 6 and it. Yeah. So I imagine within another couple of months, you'll have like a ton of characters bond 10. You'll go from 5 characters bond 10 to like 10 characters bond 10 very quickly. Yeah, you know, that's not bad. Alright, yeah, this is the... Oh, right. In hard difficulty, you get this. Jingchu and Razor. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, Jingchu has a very good support in a lot of generic situations. I feel like he's somebody you'd get Bonten. Hopefully, if you use him properly. He can help you out so much in every team. Oh shit. Huh. Again, you can see that when they designed the AI for this, they thought, how can we make this as annoying as possible for the player? Wish that did damage. Knew it wouldn't, but I thought I'd try it out anyway. Oh shit. Me out of the air like a baseball. Ooh. Ah, that's alright, I can get a free one of those. Oh shit. I have to use the iframes for that. This normally doesn't work that well. Yeah, he normally rolls out of the way like that. There we go. Okay, so I don't remember which one has... Oh, I remembered right. I was like, I know one of these has a golden scarab, and I thought it was this one, and I was right. I was 100% right. Damn, go me. Gamer God here. Even with Eula... Oh yeah, Eula and Ganyu and Jingchu. So you'd be freezing enemies all the time and critting, right? Yeah, so he doesn't... Even though he doesn't help with melt or vaporize, just the fact that you can freeze enemies and then shatter them, that, yeah, I could see that being very good. I'll probably use him with Ganyu at some points, just see how I like the permafreeze with him, basically. As, you know, once I build him up and everything. Still need some good noblesse and probably good, what is it? Heart of Depth pieces would be good. Oh, shit. Oh, these guys. Alright, let's see if I can handle them. I remember them being very annoying. But at least when you face... Oh shit. When you face multiple of them, you can generally get one isolated. They're not that good about ganging up on you. Okay, got it. Got that guy. Okay. I didn't remember that they came or were here in hard difficulty. So no circle at the bottom to guide you on where they land. But unlike slimes, they can't change direction after they leap into the air. They're committed with the jump, which is realistic. Okay. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. Tried to attack a little too early, but for whatever reason it almost looked like I didn't take damage there. Don't do that. There we go. I can go back, right? Mona, but she has 50% crit rate. Oh, wow. Wait, artifact I got at level 60? You mean weapon at level 60? Okay, these are the enemies. I mean, 180% ER is pretty good. Maybe you want higher crit rate? But I guess you probably want... Oh, 16, not 60, okay. Yeah, you probably want, what, 2-piece Hydro, 2-piece Noblesse? Oh no, you said you were going 4-piece Noblesse, right? Ah. There we go. So, might be able to guess that this is one of those encounters, challenge encounters, where once I kill 80 of these guys, I'll get a little bonus. That's the reason I decided to come back here. Okay, let's... Oh, shit. Against these guys, I might go ahead and use the Vigorian Flail. Yeah, Vigorian Flail is super fun. I haven't used the Lunar at all today, but I'm not that big a fan of the Lunar. It's a good weapon, definitely, but I have some difficulty using it myself. Whereas the Vigorian Flail I find a lot of fun. And it does shit tons of damage. It also does lots of long combos. Ah, I healed up. Ah. There we go. Got hot pants on your PSO character? Okay. Huh. Alright, well, thank you for coming by, Ned, and yeah, good night. Hope you sleep well. Good luck with all your Noblesse farming, as well as any other farming. You get 3 drops every time when you farm the new boss for Kazuha. Heal up a bit. Okay, got that guy. Alright, let's actually use that. Because why the hell not? Let's use that for the UT, get more orbs that way. Nice. And single UT, but it killed some enemies, so that's good. Go, come on. Okay. Pick up that orb. Got that. Let's use that orb. Nice, got the full UT. We're a little over halfway done. Keep going. Let's get that guy. Good. Nice, got them. Good. One thing, not sure where the threshold is, but the higher the combo you have, the more yellow orbs that drops. But it only activates at a certain point. I feel like it might just be a threshold where once you get a certain amount of hits in the combo, then you get some multiplier in the yellow orbs that drop. because there are at least two other ways of increasing the yellow orbs you get. One is doing a single charge UT, which triples the amount of yellow orbs that an enemy drops. And the other is using a double charge UT, which, how do you say, septuples. You get 7 times as many yellow orbs. So, using that is a pretty good way of just making sure you can hoard a lot of yellow orbs for weapon upgrades and consumables like food, or not food, elixirs for healing. Oof, don't want to be cornered. That. Do the UT, got him. Let's heal. Got that. Shit. Oof, that was risky. Flying solo, high risk, high reward. Very powerful, but a very, very long lag time at the end of the attack. At least relatively speaking. It's like half a second or even less, but in this context of this game, that's a very long time. Oh, I saw the enemy portal in the back, and it almost looked like it had rainbow orbs around, like a CE was dropping from a FGO mission. I feel like nowadays, every time I see a round rainbow, I think of Craft Essence drop from FGO. Shit. Okay. Right, there we go. Excellent. So, before I quit, though, I am gonna go back and pick up all the items that I kind of left so that I can replenish. Yeah, replenish my items. Refresh my healing items specifically. But let's use that to extend my life bar. Yeah, 79,000 yellow orbs now. Thanks in large part to this fight, where I was able to get lots of yellow orbs. Might as well buy these, they're super cheap. I don't need to buy that because... Okay. Yeah, might as well buy the wooden sword. Okay. Now I do have the unlabored flawlessness, which is the single most powerful weapon in the game. But in order to make it powerful, you need to have low HP. Because it gets a massive attack buff when you have only 10% of your HP, max HP. And it gets an even stronger attack buff when you only have 5% of your HP or less. So that weapon is definitely very much high risk, high reward. And considering how big it is, it's actually not that slow of a weapon either. You know, not here. I think the place I wanted to go was upstairs, where I could pick up a large elixir. No, not here. I think it was here. There's some enemies that are going to be here that I'll have to deal with, but that's okay. Ah, shit. go. Okay, got that guy. Good, got some healing. I guess I could actually run past these guys, but I don't know. I have a thing for killing enemies when they spawn. It's just like it's hard to stop myself from wanting to do that, especially when it's this fun. And the combat is this good. Whereas in some games, I guess at some point I get sick of just them and of killing them and just walk past them. Let's see, I believe there was a large elixir. Oh, wait. No? Maybe I was mistaken. Okay, I was mistaken. I'm pretty sure there's at least one large elixir that I haven't picked up. Maybe it's in that chest over there. Let's check. Yep, that's it. Okay, great. I think I have everything now. So I'm gonna... Well, let's check the shop. I need to buy... I'll probably have to start spending money because the yellow orbs do top out at 99,999, so there's no point in keeping it up that high, but for now I still have a ways to go before I get that. Yeah. Okay, let me check out your little Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. I like the outfit a lot. The hot pants are really good, and the midriff, very nice. Boobas look a little too round, maybe, but I mean, I don't know if that's a limitation of the game or whatever. But yeah, nice. I like the sideways ponytail too. But anyway, yeah, I guess I'll call it a stream now. Say thank you for watching, and I do think I will be streaming tomorrow for the new Genshin stuff that'll open up from the new phase of the event. So I guess look forward to that. But we'll see. I'm gonna make a game time decision just like usual. I'll probably do some of this at some point too. It'd be fun to do them on stream. But yeah, until next time then. Hope everyone has a good rest of the Wednesday evening. Bye.